Hi, everyone. My name is Candy Oliveras, and I'm with candypalooza.com. It is an absolute pleasure to speak with all three of you today.
Thanks for being here.
Thank
Our
you.
pleasure.
Absolutely. Welcome back to the Fairly OddParents, right?
Right.
Oh my gosh, how exciting. I get chill bumps just thinking about it. I am just besides myself. My kids are besides themselves. Everyone is so excited that I've talked to you about. So let me start off with Ashleigh as the newest member of the Fairly Odd Parents
Yes.
franchise. Ashleigh, tell us a little bit how you got joined the cast.
Sure. I am formerly a writer and voice actor and live action TV actor as well. But over the course of the pandemic, I slipped into writing for animation and I had a relationship with Nickelodeon. They were familiar with my work in sketch comedy and improv, and they had the Fairly Odd Parents, sort of as an idea. And one of the co-executive producers, Lindsay K. and I had worked together on a series previously at Apple TV. And so she recommended me for this job. And I'm so grateful to her because when they came to me and they were like, so we have an opportunity at Nickelodeon to potentially, work on the Fairly Odd Parents reboot. And there might be an opportunity to voice the character. I was like, what? But it was so nice because it felt like all of the experience that I had, acting and writing and, my voice acting all sort of led to being in a position to be able to do all of the things that I have done or did on this show. And so, yeah, it's been really, really, really fun getting to do all of those different things as co-executive producer, co-story editor, and then also just voicing Hazel. It's all been a wish come true.
I love it.
Hmm?
And Daran and Suzanne, what is it like for you guys to be back?
Candy, let me answer that question. It's pure agony. I mean, it's unending torture being back. Oh, are you kidding? We both, Suzanne and I, I'm sure we agree. It's a complete joyous surprise to get to
I
do
know.
this yet again,
We're
to
so
do this together yet again. And it's different, right? We're the same characters, but it's different. It's fresh. It's new. It's a
yeah,
whole different ball of wax. It's
it
just,
is.
you know, it's tremendous. What can I say? It's amazing.
I agree. It's just been unmitigated joy, and to get to work with Ashley is amazing. And unlike Ashley, Darren and I just have to read the script. We don't have any of the heavy lifting. It's such a joy to come back into our lives, if I may speak for Darren as well. But
You can. I still have trouble reading the English language out loud, but I'm getting better at it. I'm getting better.
Love it. It is, like you said, the reboot, it's brand new, it feels brand new, and it's going to be shown to a whole nother, generation of children and adults because we watch them too, right? Like, it's such an amazing show, such a great show that we all, can relate to. There's different situations, maybe not so much the magic. We wish we had that magic, right?
Yeah.
So one of the first episodes for Ashleigh as Hazel, you're the new kid in town. My family is a military family, so my kids they have been the new kids their entire lives because they've moved about
Yeah.
6 times. Uh,
Yes.
what and we, in the first episode, they'll see, how Hazel deals with, Dev.
Mhm.
And
Yes.
as a right, have you ever had an opportunity to be the new kid? And what can you tell us about that?
Absolutely. So I'm from Seattle, Washington, and particularly Bellevue, Washington. And so I grew up sort of being an only, I was the only Black kid in my class from kindergarten all the way through high school. I never had a Black teacher. I kind of, was always looking for a representation around me and I just didn't have it. And so while I wasn't like a kid who moved around, I still was like, a kid who was looking for validation in a lot of different places in my friendships and in my social circles. And so, yeah, I definitely put a lot of that into Hazel's character, just that feeling of, wanting to be liked and wanting to be seen. And it just goes into sort of what Hazel is dealing with, where Timmy's problems were more external. He was dealing with checked out parents and an evil babysitter. Hazel is sort of dealing with these more internal challenges, where she is wondering about her identity and how she fits into the world and how she fits in with, different friendships and things like that. Will she make friends? Will she fit in Dimmadelphia? And so we are able to see her growth over time, throughout the series, with the help of Cosmo and Wanda, of course, who sort of encourage her to make these wishes that sort of help build her confidence and self-identity.
Right. Amazing. And for Cosmo and Wanda, how has the difference been, with, the bringing in Hazel, because she is different from Timmy?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's been delightful. Hazel as a character is just amazing. And it's also that Cosmo and Wanda are kind of learning throughout this. Before they they did what they did, and everybody suffered the consequences.
Right.
But in this, they are engaging with Hazel to help her find her confidence. And in a way, because they've been away from it for such a long time, they're kind of building their own confidence as well.
Right. Right. I
I
felt that.
love that. I love how you put that, Suzanne.
Yes.
Yes, they're hesitant too. They're unsure of themselves. It's like, should we do this? Should we
Yeah.
go ahead and say yes and come out of retirement? Which is great because they're not just, happy-go-lucky. They know there's consequences and there's challenges. And I'm not giving too much away. They get in a bit of trouble right out of the gate for doing this. So, yeah.
Yep.
I mean, there's definitely, the mischievous side of Cosmo and Wanda, and that's what we love. We love to see it. It's like, oh no, they're not. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. It's going to be such a wonderful series for everyone to see. Real quick, before we run out of time, with the ever-changing landscape of, streaming, podcasts, and audio, how has the voice industry adapted? How have you adapted? And what would you be able to share some advice for any aspiring voiceover actors?
Ooh.
Change it up for you guys.
Sure, I'll kick it off. With this series, we started recording over the pandemic, so we unfortunately weren't able to have that ensemble record experience in person. We were all sort of recording from our closets and at home and over Zoom. And so, even still, I go in and I record alone for like ADR stuff, but we have not had a chance to all three be in one room, right now. And so, and I know that's the case across multiple, a lot of different series still. So that is one change that we are still adapting to. Thankfully, we still found chemistry. At least I think so. I don't think you'll notice anything in the series where it's like, oh no, it's all very cohesive still. So that's good. But as far as advice, I'll kick it to Susanne and Daran. They've been in the game way longer than me. I'm still new.
Oh, what are you trying to say? Oh. I just turned 32.
I need advice as well.
There you go.
Oh gosh. Well, I think, it was different when I started in what was it, 1901?
I was gonna say, don't say it. Don't say it. Oh well. Oh, too late. Okay.
But nowadays, what I say to young people who want to get into voiceover is just follow your dreams. I mean, that's what you have to do. Obviously, there are different tools you can use. Online presence helps. I know some of the young kids use social media, different platforms to film themselves or record themselves. And but I think the big thing is just follow your dreams, do what you can.
Start anywhere, I like to say. Don't
Mhm.
Yeah.
worry about, being so polished or having the right equipment, and don't go spending $1 billion on stuff. Just start anywhere if you love it, and just use your passion.
Darren, do you want to add a little bit?
Oh, am I supposed to add to the brilliance? I don't think I can.
I'd love to
Uh,
hear it.
be like me. Be sequestered in a bunker underneath the ground and only record from your little mole cave troll situation. No, no, no. It's different, it is very different. One of the things that we all love, I'm sure Susanne shares this, and I know Ashley shares this too, is that it's great fun to be in the same room together.
Yeah.
Uh, but this is not a far cry from that. It really isn't. I
Yeah.
see them, I can hear them. It's all in real time. It's not as if we're doing some different show and we just happen to be recording at the same time. We're doing this show
Yeah.
and it comes through. The rhythm of it comes through, the pace of it comes through, the energy comes through, and it's been a complete blast. As far as starting out, yes, what Suzanne said. Every calling is great when greatly pursued. And it doesn't matter what that calling is.
Wow.
Yeah, Oliver Wendell Holmes, ladies and gentlemen, little Oliver Wendell Holmes for me. But that's a little fortune cookie I got when I was 16 years old. I still have it, and it's in a book, and that's a quote that I go to over and over and over. So yeah,
I love that.
I wish I'd come up with it.
Yeah. Well, Ashley, Darren, Suzanne, it has been an absolute pleasure and honor speaking with all three of you. I cannot wait for everyone to watch The Fairly Odd Parents, A New Wish. And thank you again.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Candy.
Ooh, thank
Candy.
you.